Through a unique combination of traditional and modern elements, the granny chic trend has taken the world of interior design by storm. This style focuses on recreating the cozy feeling of your grandma's house while including some elegant modern elements to prevent the look from appearing outdated. You can imagine the classic American home with intricate furniture and ornate accents that's been infused with sleek art and modern style details. The result is an impeccable elegance that borrows lots of elements from maximalist decor styles while keeping the overall aesthetic in a traditional vibe. An important thing to remember about granny chic design is its sense of freshness, full of eye-catching patterns and bright colors. As opposed to the minimalism of farmhouse style, granny chic focuses on making all those precious heirloom pieces stand out elegantly and a touch of shabbiness. It's time to fuel your nostalgia and transform the room with the homely granny chic style. Whether through fabrics, ceramics, wallpaper, or other decor pieces, it's important to include floral patterns to create an authentic granny chic look. The more colorful and intricate, the better the effect. It's safe to say that your granny chic space needs to include botanicals and elegant floral patterns to provide a classic traditional vibe to the room. Florals add a certain charm, contributing to the granny chic style. Don't be afraid to go all out with multiple patterns and accents that decorate the entire room. Use these patterns on furniture accessories such as pillow slipcovers or decor elements like antique vases. You don't necessarily have to restrict yourself to abstract patterns. Consider going one extra step and including fresh blooms as well for an added visual effect. Although gallery walls or grids are seen as more trendy nowadays, decorative plates are making a comeback thanks to granny chic. Far from appearing outdated, these intricately designed plates can turn any plain wall in the room into a focal point. The trick is to incorporate the plates correctly so they belong together with other granny chic elements such as traditional furniture and similar complex patterns. When it comes to the color scheme of a granny chic home, it's safe to say that you should focus on bold shades and sufficient saturation. Ditch the grays or other neutrals and instead incorporate a wide selection of color tones. There are no specific rules to follow, as you can either take inspiration from maximalism and use eccentric color combinations or try a more subdued approach with soft tones for an airy vibe. The important point to remember about the granny chic color palette is that color needs to be present. Whereas other styles such as minimalism can let texture or geometry stand out more, granny chic tends to give color a center spot in the room. If you're ready to take your granny chic room to a new level, it's basically mandatory to include some vintage pieces of furniture. While a few decorations and small accents will add some granny chic vibes, it's safe to say that you need some proper traditional furnishings to really bring out that old-world charm. Whether you prefer wooden or wrought-tan furniture styles, make sure your vintage pieces are impeccably finished. Chipped furnishings will look out of place in a granny chic home. Remember the problem of an outdated look that can be easily avoided with a brand new lacquer finish. A classic addition to any granny chic living space, colorful wallpaper can easily enliven the room. In terms of specific wallpaper choices, it's recommended to opt for floral patterns, but any colorful wallpaper will bring specific granny chic vibes. Toile patterns work well for creating a distinctive personality of the room. If traditional wallpaper feels like too much hassle to apply, consider getting modern options such as peel and stick wallpaper styles, so if in the future you change your mind and you can remove it. Modern mirrors feature thin and sleek frames that can look great in various home design styles. However, the frame design is simply unsuitable if you want to create an authentic granny chic look. A collection of particular pieces represents another classic element that's typically found in your grandma's house. Younger generations tend to collect different things compared to their grandparents. Just make sure that whatever decorations or little knickknacks you're collecting can be easily integrated into the granny chic living space. The round pillow trend is making a comeback thanks to the granny chic style. This is a simple yet highly effective accessory to use when decorating a granny chic home. There are no authentic granny chic rooms that lack patterns. While bold colors can easily grab the attention, fun patterns can really enhance the sense of style in a more dynamic way. If you run out of inspiration when decorating a granny chic room, there's a simple solution to consider. Try to remember the kind of things you'd find in your grandma's house.